Today we're going to roast a turkey on a wood pellet grill. Let's get started. Hello everybody. Today we're going to make a roast turkey on the wood pellet grill. So we're going to start with a frozen turkey, and this one is only semi-thawed, which is good because I can show you how to deal with a turkey which isn't quite thawed out yet. So this is still fairly frozen, but I'll show you how to deal with that, whether it be in a wood pellet grill or a convection oven or any other style. So I'll show you how to deal with that, and it's going to be a very simple recipe today, but let's get started. So I have about a 14-pound turkey. This is butterball turkey, so it's already been injected with a brine solution, so we're not going to have to brine it as you would a fresh turkey. And I'll just cut this open. We'll take a look. Now, I had it in some water, trying to thaw it out quickly for just a few hours, but I'm fairly certain that it's quite frozen yet. So we may not be able to get the packet outside of the turkey parts. But that's okay. That's not a problem. So what happens is, this is good for a scenario in which maybe you just hadn't thawed out your turkey in time for Thanksgiving, or maybe something happened and you had to quickly make another turkey, or just, for whatever reason, you couldn't get it completely thawed out. And there's not going to be a whole lot of difference other than the cooking time. So, yeah, this is, I can see a lot of ice in here. So I'm probably not going to be able to get any of the parts out of the inside quite yet. Yeah, we're quite frozen yet. So what I'll do is, I'm going to first dry this off with some paper towels. Put this in this bowl. I believe I have some paper towels here. And we won't season it right away. I have the wood pellet grill preheating outside. I think I have it set around 250 or 300 just to get it started. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit thawed out, maybe a little more than I thought. Let's see. I didn't think I'd be able to pull the legs apart here, but we'll take a look and see. Now, one other thing to speed this up, because assuming, say, you're in the circumstance, if you didn't have time to thaw it out, you may not have extra time to cook it. So one of the ways to get around that is to spatchcock your turkey. And I may do that to show you how. This is a little tough. I didn't want to cut this piece of skin here. There we go. Now let's see. Oh, it's frozen, but enough for me to sort of pull it apart. Okay, you can see, so you may come around this scenario right now. I'm sure there's a bag of parts in there and maybe a gravy packet, but I can't get it out. Don't panic. We're going to put it on that grill at a slightly lower temperature till it thaws. Then we're going to remove it. So let me take this out to the grill and I'll take you out there with me. Let's get going outside. Okay, so I have the turkey out here, the 14-pounder. We have it unwrapped. I dried it. It's still frozen. And I have the grill set at 250. And we're just going to leave it set at 250 for maybe a half hour or so, and then I will come out and see if it's thawed out enough for me to remove the inside parts. At that point then, we'll season it and turn the heat up. So I'll see you back here in about a half hour. Again, it's set at 250 for about a half hour. Okay, it's been a little over 30 minutes since we put it out here. If you recall, I put it on the grill here at about 250 degrees to try to thaw it out some. Now it's about a little over 30 degrees out here today, so it's a little on the cool side and we have a light breeze. So I had to bump it up at 300 temporarily to get my chamber at 250, and then I quickly turned it back down to 250. So right now, it says I'm running at about 260 in the pit. So let's take it out. It's been, like I said, just a little over a half hour, and we'll see if it thawed out enough for us to work with it. Still quite frozen, but I think we can work with it. So let me get a tray and I'll take it inside. I'll be right back. Okay, I brought a tray. Let's take it out and see if we can work with it. There it is. It's already starting to get some color from the smoke, which is good. We want a little flavor. But it's quite frozen, so let's go inside and see what we can do with it. Okay, we're back from outside. We've had it outside for about 35 minutes at 250 degrees. It was about 30-some degrees outside, and it was a little cool breeze going, so I had to bump it up. The pellet grill has settings from 250 to 300, no 275. So for a very brief period of time, I bumped it up to 300 to get the chamber temp up to 250 because it had dropped to 235. So I bumped that pellet grill up to 300 to get it back to 250 and then put it back to 250 for the remainder of the time. So it was out there for about 35 minutes. Now, unfortunately, I had a slight malfunction, so you didn't see me do this, but I'll tell you what I did in the past couple of minutes. I brought it in here, and it was thawed out enough for me to cut the backbone out. And I'll show you what that looks like. So what I did was the backbone was in here, and I used poultry shears to cut out the backbone. We had thawed it out enough so I could do that, at which point I then removed the neck, which was in the cavity, and the bag of heart and giblets and whatever, which was in the neck cavity. So I removed all these from the inside, which was our goal. That's why we defrosted it on the grill. And since we lost about 30-35 minutes thawing it out, again, the scenario is you didn't have enough time to thaw out your turkey. You have a hungry family or relatives waiting for your turkey. So what you did is you thawed out quickly, and it took about 35 minutes. And then to speed up the time and make up some time, we're going to spatchcock it and lay it flat on the grill. So I took some poultry shears and cut out the backbone. Then I also removed the frozen neck. As you can see, it's still frozen solid. And the pack of the insides, the internal organs. So what that left us with was a cavity, which I then used poultry seasoning. Now, the thing is, since we're in a hurry, in this video, this scenario is in a hurry. So you can make your own seasonings using some sage, thyme, rosemary, salt, pepper, and you can make your own blend. And you sure go ahead and do that. But if you're under a time crunch, there's nothing wrong with using a pre-made, store-bought poultry seasoning, and that's what I used here. In another video, I may make a turkey breast, similar style, but I'll season it Texas style with a salt, pepper, celery seed, onion, garlic rub. I'll do that next time, and if you'd like to see that, leave a comment below. But for right now, again, the story is we're in a hurry, we need to get this done. We quickly thawed it out on the grill, used pre-bought seasonings. I sprinkled the inside, and then I flipped it over, and I liberally coated the outside with this poultry seasoning. Okay, make sure you get everywhere with your poultry seasoning. Now I didn't put any oil or anything on this. This is just wet from thawing it out and such. And what we'll do is once we get it on the grill, we're gonna turn the grill up now to about 350 degrees when I go out there. I'll take you out there with me. We'll turn the grill up to 350 degrees, and we'll watch this. And after 45 minutes, I'm going to spray this with some avocado oil. And then we'll watch. I'll put a probe in there, we'll watch it. We're looking for about 165 degrees internal temperature in the thickest part of the breast. So let me take this outside. I'll bring you out there with me, put it on the grill, and we'll take it from there. See you outside. Okay, here's our turkey. I just showed you inside, seasoned up, spatchcock, ready to go. I turned the grill up to 350 degrees right now. And now I'm just going to spread it out. Since we're spatchcocked it, what we're going to do is spread it out. You're going to put the bone side down, or the internal side down on the grill. I want you to get a good picture of how that is. You can see I pulled it apart. So we're going to cook it from, the insides up. That way it will get fully roasted from the inside out, because that's where it's super cold, so you want the heat to hit there first. That way it'll keep the rest of our meat nice and juicy and it won't be overcooked. So I set 350. In about 45 minutes we'll come out here with some spray oil and a probe, put a probe in there and watch for 165. So see you in about 45 minutes. Okay, it's been about 45 minutes at 350, so now we're going to check it and put our temperature probes inside. It's looking pretty good. So I'm going to try to put the temperature probes in the thickest part of the breast. Now I'm using a wireless Bluetooth thermometer, and these two probes, as you saw, one on each breast. So I have it set to 165, which is the temperature we're looking for. So it's looking pretty good right now. I'm not going to spray with oil yet. I'll check it in about another half hour. See you then. Okay, it's been 45 minutes since the last time we were out here. I came out here in the interim and just sprayed them with some avocado oil real quick. But otherwise, I didn't do anything else. So it's been another 45 minutes since the original time, and it's shown 169 and 167 in the two breasts. So I'm going to check the thighs, the legs and thighs, real quick with an instant read. Okay, we're done. So I'm going to turn off the pellet grill, take it inside, and I'll meet you in there. Okay, we're back inside. It's been a total cooking time on the grill of an hour and a half at 350. And then we did 250 for 30 minutes to thaw it out, if you recall. So the total time outside was 2 hours, right? 30 minutes at 250, and then an hour and a half at 350. And as you can see, here's the results. I mean, this is fantastic looking. And the only thing we did was we sprinkled the poultry seasoning on there, and right before the final half hour, I just went out and misted it with some avocado oil and an Evo sprayer. That's all. So let me just transfer it to this dish. Take these gloves off and give you there we go. Now you would adorn this, no, I didn't make any carrots or potatoes or other things like that, but naturally when you serve it for a meal you would have all those to put alongside here and fill out your platter. I just want to show you how to make a turkey from frozen today. So before I carve into it, I'll let this sit for a minute or two and we'll just, go back over what we've done. We'll summarize it. We started with a turkey which was still fairly frozen. I had it setting in some water for maybe 2 hours, but it was very frozen. Put it in water for about 2 hours. You saw in the beginning I could just barely move the legs apart. But it was frozen solid inside. So then we took it out to the grill for about 30 minutes at 250 degrees. That was to help thaw it out. We brought it back inside, and I didn't get to show you on camera, but I showed you after the fact that I spatchcocked it with a pair of poultry shears. I cut out the backbone. I cut it on each side of the backbone, pulled that out. I was then able to separate it, pull out the neck and the bag of parts inside. I then seasoned it completely inside and out with poultry seasoning. We took it back out to the grill, 350 degrees on the pellet grill, and we did it for a total time of an hour and a half. And this is the results. Again, I'll show you because it's a beautiful looking turkey. This is a 14-pound turkey, so we did it in a total of 2 hours from frozen, which is a pretty good deal if you think about it. So if you're under a time crunch, you need to create a turkey right away, you can do it from frozen and get great results in a short amount of time. So enough talking, let me cut into this. So let me I'm not even sure, it all looks so delicious, I'm not sure where I want to begin. Just pull that wing off, and you can see it's very done. That wing just broke free. Yeah, look at that, falling apart. We temped it at an hour and a half, it was over 165. So I'm just going to actually just cut a slice right off the breast here to try. Actually there, I'll put that. I'll leave it like this so you can see the skin side when I put it up to the camera. then I'll cut another slice right here. This smells delicious, and you can see how wonderful it looks. So right now I'll just cut a little piece off this and try it. A little piece of the roasted skin. And again, it's just poultry seasoning, and like I told you, I misted it with some avocado oil with about a half hour to go. So let me try this. This looks very tender, and I don't know if you can pick up the glare from the juiciness. And I did have this rest before I brought this back on camera. It's been resting for a good 15 minutes. Wow. Phenomenally juicy. This is amazing. So I highly recommend you try this recipe. Now again, if you had it thought out completely, you can skip that 30 minutes at 250 on the grill, and just an hour and a half at 350. When you spatchcock it, you'll get a golden brown delicious turkey. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this or more turkey videos, maybe cooking them a different way, please let me know in the comments below. Please press the thumbs up, like, subscribe buttons to my channel. Look at other videos I have. I have other turkey videos, gravy videos, dinner roll videos. Take a look through there and let me know what else you'd like to see. So again, thank you for watching. Try this at home, especially if you're under the rush and you need to make a turkey and it's frozen. If you follow these steps, you'll get these results. Thank you for watching. This is delicious. Very juicy, tender. Oh, you gotta like that nice crispy skin.